Once upon a time, deep in a magical, glowing jungle, 5 little frog friends were hopping through the moonlit forest. Life was a grand adventure, filled with laughter and exploration under the canopy of giant, shimmering trees. They were inseparable, a happy little band of explorers. But, in the blink of an eye, their cheerful journey took a terrifying turn. The ground beneath them gave way, and 3 of the frogs tumbled into a deep, dark pit. The fall was sudden, their happy faces instantly twisting into masks of shock and fear as they plunged into the darkness below. Above, the 2 remaining frogs peered down into the abyss. Their hearts sank as they saw how deep the pit was. It's hopeless. One of them croaked, his voice filled with despair. The walls are too steep. You'll never get out of there. Just save your energy. They continued to shout down, convinced their friends were doomed, filling the air with negativity and doubt. Down in the cold, dark pit, the 3 trapped frogs heard the discouraging words from above. Panic set in. They began to jump, clawing at the smooth dirt walls, trying desperately to find a foothold. But with every attempt, they just slid back down, exhausted and covered in dust. "They're right," one frog sighed, slumping to the ground, his spirit broken. "We're trapped." Seeing his friend give up, another frog also lost heart. His jumps becoming weaker and weaker until he to stop trying, accepting what he believed was his fate. But one little frog was different. He seemed not to hear the cries of despair from above or the sighs of defeat from his friends beside him. A determined light glowed in his eyes. He crouched low, then sprang up with all his might. He fell, but immediately tried again, and again, and again. Each jump was a little higher, a little stronger. It was as if the negativity fueled him, a golden aura of pure determination starting to glow around him as he pushed himself beyond his limits. He was a blur of motion, a testament to unwavering will. Then, with one final, mighty leap that seemed to defy gravity itself, he soared through the air. He flew past the top edge of the pit, landing softly on the mossy ground in a burst of golden light. He had made it. He was free. He stood there, panting but beaming with triumph and relief. The 2 frogs at the top, who had been shouting all the negative comments, stared in absolute disbelief. Their mouths hung open, their eyes as wide as saucers. They couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. How was it possible? How did he manage to escape when they had told him it was impossible? Astestared, the rogue trogged them with a wide, innocent smile. He then pointed to his ears and shook his head, making a gesture to show them he couldn't hear. He was deaf. He had never heard a single word of their discouragement. He thought they had been cheering him on the entire time. This little story is a powerful reminder. There will always be people who tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. They might not mean to be hurtful, but their doubts can be like the walls of that pit. The key is to be like the little deaf frog, turn a deaf ear to the negativity and listen only to the voice of belief inside you. Let their doubt be your motivation, and believe that their shouts of you can't are actually cheers of you can. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe for more inspiration, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, keep jumping.